Hi there, I'm Julie from Utah Film Center, and today we're going to talk about copyright, copyleft, and fair use in media content creation. When making any kind of media content, we want to make sure we are using the most thoughtful practices possible. We will define in this video what copyright, copyleft, and fair use mean, and resources to help you make better decisions and more conscious decisions when you're creating media content. Copyrighted materials are works made by artists, such as movies, photography, art, music, or books. This is also known as intellectual property, or IP. This means the original owner of that content, usually the artist, is the only one who can duplicate this content. They copyrighted it, and that copyright lasts for 75 years from the time of its copyright. So if you duplicate this content, you would be infringing on that artist's copyright. Here's an example. Let's say you want to have a current popular song played over your entire film. You want the whole song from start to finish. You actually duplicated that song, and the copyright was within the last 75 years. And by putting it on your film and duplicating it, you also didn't get permission to use that song. So you actually broke that artist's copyright, or you infringed on the copyright. Try to use original songs and content, such as music in the public domain. That's music that might be popular, such as Mozart or Beethoven, but the copyright is expired because it was made more than 75 years ago, or the copyright is more than 75 years old. There is a lot of content artists actually don't mind you use. Their idea is, hey, share away, use as much as you want. It's here for all of us. This is called copyleft, and it means that music, images, materials, sound, they're copyrighted, but the artist said it's okay to use because the artist doesn't mind you using it as long as you credit them. There are lots of sites online where you can find copyleft content. It can be in the form of sound effects, music, images, and even small movie clips. Just remember, with copyleft, you have to give credit or attribution to the original creator of that content. Now let's talk about fair use. Fair use is another form of content use, but it's a little bit different than copyrighted material and copyleft material. What this means is that you can use a small amount of copyrighted material so long as you're not distributing any of that content for financial gain, or you're using it for educational purposes, like making a film for your class. For example, you might use a soundbite from a previously made film in your media content. And as long as it's very small, a very small amount, usually 10 seconds or under, it is fair use. But remember, you still have to give the original creator of that content credit. So remember, small amounts, educational purposes, or non-distribution purposes, and credit the author is the best practice for fair use of any copyrighted material. Here are some resources online where you can find whether items are in the public domain or they have copyleft. The Creative Commons, there are some tools in Google search tips, archive.org, and freesound.org. You'll find a wealth of sound effects, sound clips, music, images, and other resources that are either in the public domain or copyleft material that you can use as long as you credit that author or the artist of that original content. We hope that this has helped you figure out the difference between copyright, copyleft, and fair use. And the next time you make media content, you will be sure to do this with some thoughtfulness and conscientiousness in mind. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.